In the Cumberland Hills of northeast Tennessee, the Oak Ridge Reservation is off limits to most, and for good reason. This is home to sites like the Y-12 National Security Complex.
Y-12 continues today with the mission to support the nation's nuclear weapons program. We provide the secondaries, that part of the nuclear weapon that has the nuclear material in it. All of those come from Y-12 for all nuclear weapons.
Oak Ridge is transforming itself from the days of the Manhattan Project, when the U.S. government claimed 60,000 acres here and built the machines that would enrich the uranium used in the atomic bombs that ended World War II. And this is where Northwind, from its regional office in Knoxville, is lending its skills in environmental engineering to tackle the challenges of today.
We're super excited to be part of the transformation of Oak Ridge from its original mission in the 40s and 50s and 60s to what it's turning into today. And we're part of that cleanup process, but also part of that modernization process.
Preparations are underway at the Y-12 complex to build a new uranium processing facility, the UPF, to handle the nation's stockpile of nuclear weapons. Northwind is among the contractors involved.
The facility is undergoing a modernization, if you will, where a lot of the old structures are being removed and things are being upgraded, and the UPF is coming in for future construction, and we're involved in the site preparation work for that project.
At the Oak Ridge National Laboratory, nothing speaks to the transformation better than this university-like campus that exists today. This is where the nation's top chemists, physicists, and engineers test their theories less than 3,000 feet from the nuclear reactor that created the first weapons-grade plutonium in the 1940s. Many of the old buildings still contain radioactive contamination, and Northwind is one of 3 contractors slated to do the decontamination and demolition.
This is the type of facility that Northwind really excels at. It is a hot cell facility, lots of individual hot cells with high levels of radiation, high levels of radioactive contamination that require it to be cleaned out. We're staffed and resourced to do this type of work and have the experience and now the contract mechanism to do that type of work.
A highly trained workforce in a highly regulated industry, the necessary safeguards required to work in this arena. A mile and a half from the Oak Ridge Laboratory is the Transuranic Waste Processing Center, a hazard Category 2 nuclear facility managed by Northwind and its 200 employees and subcontractors.
This facility processes transuranic waste. That means it has elements that are farther down the periodic table than uranium, such like as plutonium, americiums, curiums, californiums, and a lot of them have very high radiation levels. And so here is our hot cell. There is about a 2-foot window wall that protects the worker from the radiation.
Workers use cameras and robotic arms to pry open barrels stored decades ago. The waste is cataloged and put into approved storage containers for transport and proper disposal. Lower level waste is handled in what they call the glove box, where workers piece through the waste, measure the contamination, and secure it in containers.
This is discarded equipment and material from another generator. It could be plastic, it could be a pump, it could be a glass vial, it could be just anything that's broken and they didn't want it anymore.
Northwind is now one of the leading small business contractors in the radiological waste management and environmental remediation field. The capabilities will help Oak Ridge remain a critical asset for our nation's security today and the scientific discoveries that will define tomorrow.